What if an ancient civilization still lies hidden beneath the Indian Ocean? What if the legendary Atlantis mentioned in ancient texts wasn't just a myth, but a real city lost to time? Today, we dive deep into the ocean's secrets, exploring mysterious stone structures discovered beneath India's seas. Could this be the Atlantis of the East? Join me on a journey where myth meets science and legends rise from the depths. Long before satellites and submarines, Greek philosopher Plato wrote about a great island empire, Atlantis, a powerful civilization that sank into the sea after angering the gods. In his dialogues, Timaeus and Critias, Plato described a city rich in knowledge, power, and technology, far ahead of its time, that vanished in a single day and night. For centuries, Atlantis was seen as myth. But what if Plato's tale wasn't fantasy, but memory of a real sunken world? If Atlantis existed, where could it be? Could it be beneath the Indian Ocean, hidden under centuries of tides, waiting to be rediscovered? Before we explore India's underwater ruins, let's look at other real sunken cities already found across the globe. Thonis Herakleion, Egypt. Once Egypt's grand port city at the mouth of the Nile, vanished over 1,200 years ago due to earthquakes and floods. Divers found colossal statues, temples, and gold coins preserved underwater, proof that powerful cities can disappear into the sea. Xicheng, China, the Atlantis of the East. A 1,400-year-old Chinese city deliberately flooded in 1959 to build a dam, now perfectly preserved 130 feet underwater, shows how entire cities can remain hidden, untouched by time. Pavlopetri, Greece. Over 5,000 years old, with streets, buildings, and tombs mapped underwater. One of the oldest known submerged cities on Earth. These examples prove the sea doesn't just swallow ships, it hides entire civilizations. Now, let's dive into the Indian Ocean's biggest mystery. India's coastlines hold astonishing underwater discoveries that may challenge everything we know about ancient history. 3.1. The Gulf of Khambhat, Cambay. Mystery. In 2000, India's National Institute of Ocean Technology, NIOT, discovered unusual geometric structures on the seabed of the Gulf of Khambhat, about 25 miles off India's western coast. Using sonar imaging, they found long straight walls, rectangular formations, grid-like patterns, potential drainage systems, and even what looked like a citadel or city center. Divers retrieved pottery fragments, beads, stones shaped by human hands, and carbon-dated materials over 9,500 years old, older than the Indus Valley civilization. If true, this would make Khambhat one of the oldest civilizations on Earth. But not everyone agrees. Critics argue these formations could be natural geological structures, geofacts, not man-made. The artifacts were collected via dredging, not controlled excavation, making their exact origin uncertain. Still, the patterns and carbon dates are hard to ignore. Could this be a lost city swallowed by the sea, long before recorded history? 3.2. The Lost City of Dwarka. Mentioned in ancient Hindu texts, Dwarka was said to be the magnificent city of Lord Krishna, built on the coast and later claimed by the sea. Archaeological surveys off Dwarka's coast revealed stone walls, ancient docks, pottery pillars, and anchors. UNESCO even recognizes submerged Dwarka as an underwater cultural heritage site. If Dwarka truly existed 3,000 to 5,000 years ago and was later submerged, it could align with mythic accounts, merging faith and archaeology. 3.3. The 7 pagodas of Mahabalipuram. On India's eastern coast, legends spoke of 7 temples, only one visible, the rest claimed by the sea. In 2002, underwater surveys near Mahabalipuram found massive stone walls, temple-like structures buried under silt and coral. During the 2004 tsunami, when the sea temporarily receded, Locals reported seeing carved stones and walls, confirming ancient ruins below. These findings hint at a once grand temple complex, partially swallowed by the ocean centuries ago. Let's weigh the truth. Evidence supporting a lost city. Geometric structures, too orderly to be natural artifacts. Pottery, tools, beads suggest human activity. Carbon dating, 9,500 years old ancient texts, mention of cities swallowed by the sea counter-arguments. Could be natural formations shaped by currents. Artifacts may have drifted from other sites. Lack of systematic excavation equals no solid proof. Mainstream archaeology demands peer-reviewed confirmation. So, is it a lost city, or a misunderstood geological wonder? The mystery remains unsolved. Imagine this is true. A city that thrived 10,000 years ago, long before Egypt or Mesopotamia. A culture advanced enough to build complex urban layouts, a civilization erased by rising seas after the Ice Age. If proven, it could rewrite human history, showing that India's ancient cultures predate everything we know, possibly serving as the mother civilization of the Indus Valley. Could this be Atlantis reborn, not in the Atlantic, but in the Indian Ocean? Finding truth beneath the sea isn't easy. Researchers face strong currents and poor visibility, technical limits for deep excavations, expensive sonar mapping, conflicting dating results. Maybe Atlantis isn't just a Western legend. Maybe the Atlantis of the East lies beneath the Indian Ocean, whispering stories through the tides. The ruins of Kambat, the sacred city of Dwarka, the temples of Mahabalipuram, all echo a forgotten truth. Civilizations rise, and the sea remembers. Will science confirm the legend? Or will these ruins remain silent mysteries forever? Tell us in the comments. Do you believe the Atlantis of the East is real? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more hidden history and ancient mysteries.